Hello everyone, welcome to my video. I decided to wear a little hat today because my hair's wet. But today I wanted to talk about energy vampires. Yes. So I want you to think about energy, yes? Because we are energy, yes? We are electricity. Now when you think of like the battery in your phone or just a regular battery, you can't really see the power, can you? Yes, it's invisible. So think of energy as being invisible because it is. Yes. Now, people, like I said, are energy. Yes. So you get good energy and you get negative energy. Yeah. So when we interact with other people, this is not something we think about very much. We feel it. Yes. So you either feel good in someone's presence or you don't. Yes. So you might find like the way to sort of gauge something like this is you actually have to focus on it. Yes. So think of two people. One person is saying something negative to another person, and the other person doesn't feel comfortable, but doesn't know, what to do because they are polite and they don't want to think the worst, so they overlook it. Yes. Or they evade the issue. Yes. So this is how energy works. So if the person is being negative to another person, then that person's going to feel it. Yes, they're going to feel uncomfortable. And what's actually happening there on a spiritual level is that the person who's being negative basically is in a negative vibration, and they are sucking energy from the other person because they are of a higher vibration than them. Yes. So if you think of it in percentages, yes, let's say the person who's vibrating negatively is at about 30%, and the person they're sucking energy from is, let's say, 70%. So what happens after that encounter is that the negative person walks away with, let's say, an increase in their vibration, let's say 40%, and the positive person goes down 10%. Yes. So this is an energy drain on the positive person. Yes. So this is how you can gauge energy. Yes. And the energy vampire obviously is the negative person because they're draining the positive person who's in a positive vibration, sucking their energy as if they were a vampire. Yes. Vampires, they suck people's blood, or your essence, your energy is in your blood. Yes, your blood is everything. So energy, what they're doing is, on a spiritual level, they're sucking your essence, your soul force out of you, and they're doing it by belittling you, saying something negative, basically however they can. And I think also people enable this because they're nice. They want to be nice. They don't want an argument, and they are unaware that they are enabling this. But what they actually want is to peacefully exit the situation. Yes. And I think it's very, very difficult to think of this when you're in the situation, and this can happen to anyone. Yes. Doesn't matter how high or low you think you are on the vibration scale. This is continuous because you run into people all the time. Yes. Some people you gel with, some you don't. And I think it takes some experience, and how you actually are able to focus on this and protect yourself is by actually experiencing it. So if you've had a bad experience where someone was draining you of your energy, and you just felt, you know, you were all energetic when you saw them, but when you left them, you just felt like you had no energy. And that's how you know that, who's draining you, who to stay away from, who to avoid. And don't feel that you have to interact with these people. And if they are people in your lives that you have to interact with because they're close in your circle, then limit it, yes. But try not to let that person drain you of your energy, because it depletes you, yes. It's like going for a run, yes. And you have your good days and your bad days, but one day you can be full of beans and have a really good run, and another day you just feel exhausted, yes. And this is all part of I think not just the physical side of things, but the spiritual side of things. So what have you been eating, what time did you go to bed the night before? These are physical things, but they do affect you, I think, even on a spiritual level, because if you don't eat good food that's healthy for you, you're going to feel negative, you're going to feel depressed, you're going to feel sluggish, yes. So it does have an effect on your energy level. And energy vampires are very, very clever, because they have mastered how to manipulate you, yes. They know how to get under people's skin without them even knowing about it, because I think everybody goes into a situation not expecting the worst, trusting people, seeing how it goes type of thing, yes. And they know that your guard is down. So this is the way to sort of, a bad experience is a bad experience, but you learn from it, yes. You learn what to look for, what it looks like, yes, because it's not physical, it's spiritual. And you try to look after your energy. And I can't even, if you try to think about all the people you run into and you have run into in your life, there's so many, it's difficult to think. But I think you'll always remember the person that you didn't feel good around, yes, and the person that you just wanted to get away from. And some people, they feel they don't have the strength to get away from this person, and you have the choice, yes. You don't have to be around somebody who is constantly sucking you dry, because you need your own energy, yes, to do what you need to do in life. So don't feel that you can't get away from this person, or you might offend the person. They obviously don't care enough about you if they're draining your energy, yes. And people tend to like to be around people like themselves, yes. And there are people out there that like to clutter together and gossip and be negative towards others and bully others, yes. There's people like that as well, but what they will notice is the person who's better than them, the person who doesn't behave like them. And this is the reason why they're bullying them, because it makes them look bad, yeah. So getting away from someone, you're actually doing them a favor as well, because they have to look at their behavior and why you would want to discard them, why you wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. And I think this is, again, everything is very subtle. Energy is subtle. It's there, but you can't see it. You know, you feel upbuilt by some people, you feel drained by others. That's subtle. And you know, being able to monitor this is very subtle as well, because nobody really thinks about it. You know, I think sometimes when you're in a abusive situation, the abuser is very clever. Yes, obviously you get overt abusers that hit you and stuff, but the covert ones, they always seem to make things your fault, even though they may have created them. Yes, so you know, they're very clever at getting their way, getting you to do what they want you to do. And I think sometimes people, they want to be polite, they want to be peaceable, they don't want any trouble, so they go along with it. But you know, the only way to stop it is to remove yourself from the situation, because at least that gives the other person a chance to think about their behavior, and that's unacceptable, because it is. Yes, nobody has to be in a situation where they're made to feel uncomfortable or abused. Yes, so you know, it's very important to use these situations, you know, that you may come across that are negative, that you sort of feel, you know, what happened there, to protect yourself in the future. And you know, there's so many things, I think, in our modern lives that can bring us down, you know, and this is why I think depression is a huge problem these days. But you know, it's up to us what we want to focus on, and don't let the subtle things get the better of you. All right, have a lovely day. Please comment and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.